what I've decided to do is I'm going to make a junction across here similar to what I've got here. The thought process being is, if I'm only using a little bit of water here, I can just open up, normally I just use this one right here to fill buckets up and stuff like that. So I can just open this valve and it'll fill down and fill that one back up. But to make things faster, once I get equalized, when I fill these up, the bottom ones get full, they get to bulging. And I thought, well, I don't know that I want to have them bulge like that, so I could close them off. But if I put a piece in across here, I can open up these two and let these two fill back up. And I can do that more readily. And hopefully it'll make it a little bit more efficient when we go. And then just as a kind of an explanation for you here, we've got the roof line is 13 this way and 32 that way. So that's a fair area, and I calculated based on the amount of rainfall that we get here on an annual basis. I collect about 250 gallons per inch of rain, so I shouldn't have any problem keeping this topped off, and so that should work out for you. I've got 2100 watts of solar up on the roof. And as you can tell from the antenna, I'm a ham radio operator. So that is my 2 meter 440 base station. And I've got a long wire HF antenna strung across from the mast up here at the top up here going across to a tree. So I've got pretty much a full spectrum of the ham band that I can monitor. And I'm getting ready to put a disc cone antenna out to do scanning with a SDR unit. Disc cone will cover 25 megahertz to 2000 megahertz, which again will cover all the ham band and then some. And so I'm kind of playing around with a number of different things. I've got a small project over here. I've got a couple of solar panels to frame up and get them ready and give to somebody. And but anyway, this is the start of my projects for the summer. I'm going to continue to work on the solar. I've decided I'm going to redo the battery situation and rewire everything from a 12 volt configuration to a 24 volt configuration based on advice I was given, so that it'll be an easier stress on my batteries. I bought 4 more batteries this year, so I'm going to expand from 8 to 12 batteries. They're 6 volt batteries. So that should do me pretty good for what I'm living in an 8 by 32 foot box. I'm planning that will probably cover all my power requirements, if need be, to be 100% off grid. So we got work on the water, we got power, I got food storage, so we're working on becoming self-sufficient. Anyway, if you got any questions after this, feel free to leave comments, like my page, click on the link at the bottom, the little button at the bottom says subscribe if you like, and post any questions that you've got about my configuration, and I'll do what I can to help answer it. Y'all have a good day. Thanks. Alright, I'm back, and here's the modification that I told you all I was going to be making to the water system. I've now got a crossbar going here. The benefit of that is, so now if I want to fill this tank up and keep it topped off, in the previous consideration, the water would go off the roof, down the first flush, into this tank, down here, come over here, fill this up, and pressure would backfill for water to work by gravity, since water feeds seeks its own level before it would come back here. So now what I've done is put this crossbar here. Now I can leave these bottom 2 valves closed, and the water will fill up the pipe and then just start filling from across here directly to this tank. It'll fill this one back up faster than it would for both. And when I get too much, I've got the overflow up here on the right. It'll go up and down to the ground on the back side. If I overflow the bottom two tanks, it's going to go up this pipe, and it'll have to fill up beyond the downspout. So again, gravity working, so then it'll come out this overhead up here. So that's the modification that I've got. I hope you like it. If you want, hit the subscribe button down below on the right hand side there, or enter any comments or suggestions that you might have for improvement to the system. Again, Ozark Geek out.